Let me help you rank on Google and AI search with less than 5 minutes a day with these 4 amazing strategies that you don't want to miss. And by the end of this video, you're going to know how to write content AI search engines actually feature, which is stealing a ton of clicks. So you got to know how to do this immediately. How to create simple, interactive a tool that pulls in steady traffic because it's more interactive. So people are using it, and it's lowering the bounce rates, and it's making your stuff more engaging. How to run a website health check that catches issues before Google does, and how to build backlinks that actually move the needle. Backlinks are so vital and so important to SEO. You got to know how to do them effectively. And I'm also going to feature a tool that I use for content creation to save you hours on content and create SEO-optimized content, which is fantastic. All right, so let's talk about the first one of these, how to write content AI search engines actually feature. The problem is most people write content, they do not back it up with evidence, clear language, or your own perspective. And that is what these AI overviews want to see. That is how to get featured in here. That's how to get featured in these articles over here, is backing this stuff up with evidence. So you have to back up your claims with data. So if you're writing something about green tea helping with weight loss, that's fine, but it's really weak. That's never going to be featured in here. It's never going to be featured in AI overviews. It's going to be buried in search. So you want to be featured up here. So you have to instead use a data-backed version. So you can say something like, studies show drinking green tea can increase calorie burn by 3 to 4% over 24 hours. Well, how do you do that? How do you feature that stuff? So if you're writing a blog article, or if you're featuring some type of data in a blog article, you can use a prompt as a fact-checking assistant to backing up the claim. So basically, here's a good prompt for you. Let's just pop over to ChatGPT, and we're going to do this real time. So your fact-checking assistant, verify this claim, drinking green tea helps with weight loss, provide 2 to 3 supporting stats, links to relatable sources, and rewrite the claim in a data-backed way, like I was talking about. So we're going to do this, and you're going to see that searching the web is going to provide sources, and it's going to provide the evidence that you need. So you can use this stuff inside your blog article, and it includes these sources as well. So you're just making sure that you're rewriting it in a data-backed way. So here's the sources. Here is basically the original version. Here is the data-backed version with supporting articles that you can include and you can link to. You can backlink or externally link in your article to these articles, and it has the links, all this stuff. So this is going to make your article a lot more valuable. It's going to make you show up in AI search. An easier way to do this is, instead of writing the article and have ChatGPT write the article, you can just use a tool like Arvo, and it's going to do this stuff for you. It's going to make your life a lot easier. So you can basically go in here, generate an article on keyword. You can add a title if you want, but like green tea for weight loss could be your keyword. As an example, we're just going to pop in here, and I'm going to show you some previous generations, not on that, but on other stuff. So here's one on like best ways to lose weight. And you can see that this is an auto-generated article, but it's going to automatically include excerpts, but it's going to automatically include links to these sources. So it's going to tell you these facts in a data-driven way, but it's going to also automatically externally link to very trusted sources. It'll also link to your internal links as well. If you have a website and you want to link to booking pages, you want to link to your other blog posts to kind of tie everything together from an SEO standpoint, it'll do that as well. It'll include the images. It'll include the keywords that you want to target. Again, internal, external links, excerpts, charts, graphs. It'll even include a relevant YouTube video as well, which, yeah, there's one in here on the subject matter. Basically helping your bounce rates, giving you a more effective article that Google, that search engines, that AIs are going to trust and present a lot more because it's data-backed, very thorough, and it's also targeting these keywords, long-tail keywords, bottom-of-the-funnel keywords, whatever the case may be. So I would use that. You can use ChatGPT if you want, but this is a lot easier version. So there's a link below if you want to try this tool out for free. All right, so let's dive into strategy number 2, which is creating a simple interactive tool that pulls in steady traffic. So blog articles are all well and good, but if you really want to take things to the next level, interactive tools help keep people engaged and coming back. So tools like calculators, quizzes, checklists. So let's just say you run a fitness site, you could add a quick quiz like what's your ideal workout style. And the nice thing is with ChatGPT, you can create and you can have a prompt to create these quizzes for you. So here's like, and then you can have it create the coding like HTML or JavaScript, and then you just paste it into your web page. So if we go back to ChatGPT, here's a prompt that you can copy, which is write a simple HTML and JavaScript code for a 5-question multiple choice quiz titled "What's your workout style?" The results should show one of the 3 outcomes: strength, cardio, fitness, flexibility. Keep the code lightweight for embedding in a WordPress page. So here we go. We use this prompt, and it's going to generate this code for us because ChatGPT is really good at coding. AIs are really good at coding. It's you don't even have to know how to code anymore, which is crazy. So it's going to create this quiz that I can literally copy and paste. Now there are other programs out there to create these interactive things. While this is doing this, you can do. There's Base 44, which is a really good one. Right here, where you can build your own app, your own web pages, your own quizzes. There's also Lovable.com, which is a good one. Again, it works kind of similar ways. They have free versions, but there's paid versions as well. But again, you can simply use ChatGPT to generate this code and just copy and paste the code as well inside your web page, whatever you want to do. All right, here we go. This is the code. Literally, we just copy this code, paste it in the HTML section of our web page or as an app, whatever you want to do. You can even embed this inside a blog article as well to make the blog article even more engaging, which is what I'd recommend that you do. And you can repurpose this. Once you have it created, again, you can repurpose this on multiple blog articles, multiple web pages. You can do a resource page. It's going to make your stuff way more engaging. It's going to make people want to come back because people love, free tools rather than just reading an article. All right. That brings us to number 3, run a website health check that catches issues before Google does. So this is another great way because your website is like a car. You got to check the links. You got to check the meta descriptions. You got to check all this stuff. So you don't just go on a road trip without checking the tires and the oil and all this stuff. Same with that SEO. So you got to check broken links, meta descriptions, alt text for images, heading structure. So you can use a prompt. You can ask ChatGPT to perform an SEO audit. So here's a good prompt that I'm going to paste in here. I'm not going to actually use this. Let me paste it in here so you guys can see it. Perform a website SEO audit for your whatever URL. Check page speed, broken links, missing meta descriptions, alt tags, headings. Provide simple action plans for fixes. So this is good. This is a little bit more manual, but this works great. Now again, if you use Arvo, they do have this built in. So you can literally go to a site optimizer and you can create an optimizer, add your website URL, and it's going to analyze your pages and tell you all this stuff, which meta descriptions are missing or need updated or optimized, alt text are missing, heading structure, all this stuff. So let me just show you an example of that. All right, so here we go. This is just analyzing Arvo itself as an example. But you can see page titles, current title, suggested title. I could apply this immediately here, or I could highlight them all and just rapidly fix all this stuff right away. Meta descriptions, same thing. It'll analyze current description and it'll give you a suggested description with better SEO. Chronological URLs, image alt text, FAQ schema, article schema. So all this stuff, literally I could fix and update my entire website in a couple of minutes, which is crazy. If you're using this prompt, it's going to take you quite some time to do this because you can basically link your website here and it's going to automatically fix it. Whereas this, you're going to have to actually go back in and update your website. But that is an option for you if you want to go that way. It's still great to kind of just maybe see what's wrong and then maybe use a tool to make it a little bit easier. All right, so number 4 is add and build backlinks that actually move the needle. Backlinks are probably the number one thing that you can do to increase your authority, get more traffic. It's really important to not only search engines, but to AIs as well because of the authority. So what you can do, one of the easiest ways to get more backlinks is to use this prompt. So basically you would just do, or not, it's not even a prompt. You would just go into Google and we would just do the Google search for free business directories in and whatever your city. So let's just do Miami, Florida. And basically it'll come up with all these directories that you can then add your business to. These are great, easy backlinks to get, and it helps build authority. So you would just basically go in here and create profiles for these business directories. The biggest thing is you want to make sure that your name and address are identical across the board, right? If they're different, if there's different spellings, like if you add an LLC at the end of your name on one directory and you don't on the other, or maybe you add a suite number for your address in one directory and not the other, it's not consistent. So it's going to actually hurt you. So you got to make sure that everything is consistent across the board. But this is an easy, low-hanging fruit way to get a lot of backlinks really, really quick. So another thing that you can go and use is go to featured.com. And it's basically people that are asking questions and they need experts to answer them. So you're gonna find something that's relevant to your business. You're gonna provide an expert answer, and then it's gonna get reviewed. And then once it gets published, you'll get a backlink back to it. So this is a great way to be able to get a lot of backlinks too. You may or may not get approved. So obviously it's a little bit of a numbers game. You got to make sure to answer them. Again, you got to make sure to provide your own expertise. You can use AI, but you have to edit it. You have to add in your own expertise, your own opinions to make it more valuable. But this is a great way to get more backlinks a lot quicker as well. And there's a lot of stuff in here. Again, there's like Forbes, Yahoo, Fortune, all these companies that you can get backlinks to, which is really, really cool. So this is a great resource for you as well. So those are the top ways to actually get ranked a lot faster, to get a lot more backlinks. This is a 4-step plan to immediately improve your traffic almost overnight. And this is not going to take a lot of time either, which is great. So use these tools, use Arvo. You're not going to regret it. It's going to help speed things up and make your life a lot easier. If you need more SEO news and information, make sure you check out this last video I did. Other than that, I'll be back soon. Have an amazing rest of your day.